Assalamualaikum and a very good day to the all panels and everyone that watching this video. Today I want to present my undergraduate project entitled Anchovy Processing Machine, which is Portable Anchovy Processing Machine. My name is Mohd Fazrol Anuar bin Baharudin, and this project was supervised by Mr. Zulkifli bin Haji Muhammad. For the outline of this presentation, firstly, we will go through to the introduction, then the objective and scopes for this project. After that, the research, design and implementation, then the detailed design analysis for this machine, and then the discussion, and lastly about the conclusion for this project. For the introduction, as we know, my presentation for the last semester, the previous anchovy splitting machine, there is no feeding mechanism. Human needs to feed the anchovies one by one, and I will upgrade the part for the feeding mechanism for the anchovy splitting machine and make it as a portable anchovies processing machine. Then I will discover about the material properties of the main component of this machine. So we will go through on that after this. Then lastly, I will try to analysis on the important part of the machine. For the objectives, the objective of this project is to design and analyze the portable anchovy splitting machine. The scope of this project is I need to design the feeding mechanism of the portable anchovy splitting machine, so that human no needs to feed the anchovies by themselves using their hand one by one. The second one is I need to modeling and stimulate the mechanism of the machine. Next, research, design and implementation. In this part, I will show to all of you my final design concept for the anchovies, for the portable anchovy splitting machine. After the product design specification (PDS), the PDS including my morphological chart, scoring matrix, and all of the design concept is discussed and evaluated by me and Mr. Zulkifli bin Haji Muhammad. So here, as you can see, that is my final design concept that selected, but for the anchovies, for the portable anchovy splitting machine, the most important part of this design is the feeding mechanism, as I said before. So this is the picture, shows my final design concept for this machine. The grey part on the design is the feeding part, where is the most important part on this machine, including their mechanism. You can see that there is belt and pulley, and after this we will go through for the exploded view of the machine. Okay, this is my exploded view of my design. The most important part is the feeding mechanism. That I use the combination of funnel and load and the scotch and yoke mechanism. That to move the scotch and yoke mechanism will move up and down as a reciprocating, and the load will feed the anchovies through the narrow part of the funnel. Then there is the body, there is the rollers. The rollers then can will move and grip at the different direction and feed the anchovies to the blade. The roller is connected with the shaft and the combination of two gears at the same dimension and design. The shaft also, the shaft of the roller, the one shaft of the roller also will connected with the driving pulley, and there is the motor on the shaft that connected on the shaft. Then the driving pulley is connected with belt and the driving pulley, and the driving pulley will move and function well the scotch and yoke, and so that the mechanism for the feeding part is function well. The rollers will, as I said before, the rollers will grip the anchovies and feed them to the blade, and the blade will split the anchovies into two parts. So all of my design is designed in the SolidWorks, and the simulation also have been run in the SolidWorks. So the simulation that I have done will show how actually the machine, this design will operate. So here we go, the video of my simulation. Next, detailed design analysis. In this part, I will show to all of you the material that have been used in this machine. But it's only covered the important parts such as the roller, scotch and yoke mechanism, body, and also the combination of funnel and rod. So we will know the parts and the material, what are they made of. Basically, the material that have been chosen is to ensure that the machine will not damage and disintegrate the quality of the anchovies. Okay, the first is the main body. The material that have been chosen for the main body for this machine is stainless steel, and the type of stainless steel that I choose for this part is stainless steel AISI 304. As you know, stainless steel is good, especially for the machine that involve in food processing. Next, the rollers. The rollers is one of the important part for this machine. As I said before, the rollers need to grip the anchovies and feed them to the blade. So the material that I choose for the rollers is silicone rubber. That is to ensure that the material is more gripper for the anchovies. Then the funnel and rod mechanism. The material of this part is also important that to ensure that the flow for the anchovies at the narrow part of the funnel to the rollers and blade is smooth. So the material that I choose is polypropylene plastic. So this material is frictionless materials. Even though sometimes there may be a free fall anchovies in the narrow part of the funnel to the blade, but it also important for us to choose the frictionless materials for this feeding mechanism. Next, the driver unit that I choose for this machine is DC motor with 12 volt and 125 rpm brushed DC motor. So as you can see there is the specification for this motor. The brand is Fazrol OEM. The weight is approximately 60 gram, and the rated voltage 12 volt and many more. So this motor is suitable for this machine because this motor is a compact size and it also has a low cost solution for all projects. So I think it is suitable for this machine as long as this machine is lightweight mechanism. Next, we will go through on the gear analysis. The analysis of the gear is done to ensure that the design of the gear is safe for the machine. And here is the calculation and all the specification of the gear. As you can see, the type of gear is per gear. The speed is 125 rpm, diameter 35 mm, number of teeth 33, and the face width is 12 mm. So both the gear are the same specification. So based on this table and the calculation have been done, then I get the power is 18 watt. The top of the gear is 137,509.87 Newton millimeter, and lastly the tangential force for the gear is 7,862.2 Newton. Next, we will go through on the discussion of my project. So, by assuming there is no energy loss on the crank and the shaft that connected with the driver pulley, so the crank speed is equal to the speed of the driver pulley, which is 53.57 rpm. So, the stroke of the rod is approximately 50 times in a minute. So it is estimated that more than 53 anchovies that can be fed through the funnel, and then it will go through the rollers and blade. So the amount of anchovies that estimated is including the anchovies that fall freely through the funnel without being pushed by the rod. The last part is the conclusion of my project. So I can say that the objective of this project is to design and analyze the portable anchovies processing machine is achieved. Then the second one is the rod and funnel that are connected with the scotch and yoke mechanism is success to react as a feeding part for this machine. And lastly, it is important to choose the best materials for the part in order to get the in order to control the quality of the anchovies. So that's all my presentation for today. Thank you.